Sounds like she's going grocery shopping or something like that. Alright, we're gonna do some creative building today. I decided. Not entirely sure what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. But first off, we're going to show off what we've done recently for PMC. I say recently, like within the last 2 months type recently. So I made a 3-tower castle, fort, whatever you want to call it. You're able to enter through there. It doesn't have any interior, but does have the ability to get around, several floors to use. You can get from tower to tower, from inside or on top of the walls. However, you can only get inside the walls through a tower or the interior courtyard. Interior courtyard looks like this. We have some flowers, a garden, some supplies off to the corner, a little sitting area off to another corner, a scaffold for getting up to the top, also interior ways into the walls here. Oh, well, crap. I forgot to add a way in through that side. Lol. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to re-upload this on PMC because I made a boo-boo. Oh wow, I made a huge boo-boo. I did not realize that I did not do this entire side here. Lol. Well, it looks like we're going to finish this off and get it uploaded to PMC today because I pulled a silly. I built this and I was like, okay, I'm done with it. I'm in a hurry to get this out for some odd reason. So it's every 3. Right? I'm not. This music's kind of getting me. Okay, it's every 3. One, 2, 3. 1 here. What about the back side here? Double check that. Yeah, it's 3 there as well. Interior wall looks different. Ah, there we go. Oh, I should have realized it because it was just a big column of andesite. I usually use wool in order to line things for construction uses, but sometimes I mess up. Okay, is it 3 for that again? No, it's not. It goes all the way to the other corner. So there's a lot of new anime that has started a week or 2 ago. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Some of them are interesting so far, but some of them are like, what is going through their heads? Oh, I made a mistake somewhere. Let's find out. Oh, I know where the mistake. Okay, never mind. It's not a mistake. It's just right there. Yeah. Okay. Such as there's this anime 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Stack up 15. 15 up. There we go. Where the princess is captured by the Demon Lord army, and she is going to be tortured for her kingdom's secrets. Well, the torture method and what causes her to become a traitor, 1, 2, 3, 1 there. Yeah, that'll work. Is food. They bring out different kinds of food and they cook it in front of her and they eat a little bit in front of her and she just goes crazy and she's like, I gotta have the food. I'll give you a secret if you give me food type thing. And it's like, okay. Weak ass princess. I'm going to continue watching it because it's one of those brain dead anime so far that I can watch and do something else without actually having to pay close attention to what they're saying. You know what? I kind of want to do a little more to this with the re-upload. Let me make a list of what we're doing real quick. So, fixed a fixed missing interior supports for right wing interior wall. All right. And then I want to add in some slabs here. What are we listening to? I don't like this music. Too much bass. It was giving me a headache. So interior slabs. Let's try polished arrow, maybe? I'm not sure. Slab. What about polished stone slab? I think the diorite works better than this. But what if I want to do a wooden slab instead with a trap door? Like that, and then the trapdoors like that. I actually like this better, to be honest with you. Okay. Added ceiling, wood ceiling, wood ceiling support to interior wall. I don't know what that ta-da was all about. I had that earlier before I started streaming. I'm like, What's going on here? Why am I getting Windows notification? By the way, I've been having Windows issues. My brother's going to be coming over to at some point to figure out what's going on. He said it might be a hard drive issue or a Windows issue. But I got blue screened twice in just as many days this week. I'm hoping it's not a hardware issue, because if it is and he can't fix it, then that means money out of the pocket. That means money. I'll do it that way. Wait a minute. I think I've been doing this wrong. Which one do I prefer? Prefer. No, actually, I'll do it the way I've been doing it. I'm curious about something. Camp fire with a shovel. I just want to see this from underneath. How would it look if I... Problem is, it doesn't have that depth to it. So we can't do that here at the very least. Middle click work. Like, sometimes my middle click works. It's like, yay, it works. And come on. Work for me. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, that allows me to update the PMC page for the build, and doing so will allow for more downloads and views on it. I kind of find it embarrassing though that I forgot that one wing. Needs a good cleaning, holy cow. So there's no way I can reach inside there. I can see why it's having trouble. There's stuff in it. I don't know how to clean a mouse inside where it's so, like, wait, I got some of the dust out. It's literally like dust bunnies are in there. Okay, maybe now it'll work properly. No, of course not. There we go. What if we do this at areas like that? I kind of like that. So this is supposed to be copyright music, copyright-free music. So if my YouTube stream stops, that means this was not copyright free, and I'm going to be a little upset because that'll be the second time that YouTube was mad at me, and I'm afraid that they might be like, stop it, and I'll be like, I did not know that time. Oh, 8 new Twitter interactions. What? That's a lot, actually. Sorry, I was responding to Abby Zenko. She's a Twitch streamer like me, and she was mentioning something on Twitter. I said something, and she responded. I kind of like that. So I think we're going to do that to the other side as well. Other side as well. This way. There it is. Nope. Oh, we did both sides. Never mind. I was so busy talking. So another weird anime I would say that has come out is this dungeon anime where this guy, he loses his sister to a red dragon, and so he swears he's going to go back and save her before she's digested. But along the way, it becomes a culinary adventure by eating dungeon monsters. So yeah, that's odd, to be honest with you. Okay, wand. Oop, and then There should be a floaty over here. Yep, found it. Oop. Right here. Him. List. Tri-Castle Skin. That's what it's called. Tri-Tower Castle. So, copy. Nope. Copy. Skim. Save. Try. Tower. Castle. F. There we go. All right. let me get that uploaded real quick to PMC. There it is. 2 weeks ago is when I uploaded this. Okay. Edit page. And then edit. Browse. $112. Yeah, that's it. Save. Let me grab the change log that I wrote down. Updates. Save log. Save changes. There we go. All right, cool. It is uploaded. Congratulations, it's uploaded. Okay, I'm going to do one more check over. We didn't do this. You know what? I'm going to come back to this and upload this another time. With another update. Yeah, I'm taking advantage of the situation. So what? You got something against it? Probably you do. Okay, well, this is the mansion build. That doesn't go there. Mansion. I'm sorry. Greek temple build that I uploaded. I really just have this interior part. I did not do the basement. I left this alone. I don't know if I should do anything with it. Because I have it over here I'm working on. I'm not going to work on it today, though. I'm trying to make an entire temple complex. So I got something set up here. This was made for someone. It was Zerg. Zerg Gaming. Ray, you're banned from Pokemon? That's fine. I lost interest in playing Pokemon during Black and White playthrough. I just get so tired of it. After I get like to the point where I'm going to the Elite Four, it's like you have to grind and grind. Oh crap! I need to change the red wool over here. Red wool means it's been uploaded to PMC, but I'm gonna say orange wool means there needs to be an update. There we go. Well, older ones were definitely more on the grindy side compared to new ones. Yeah, the grind is basically what got me tired of it. At Gen 6, there's basically no need to grind. Gen 6, which one is that one? I know it better by name than I do by gen. Okay, so I wanted to start something like XY. Ah, okay. I need some advice over here, though. Inside my tower here, I'm trying to make like a tower, castle, whatever. Trying to make like a dungeon-like area down here. But it just feels so open right now. You can see everything from here, basically. But I don't want everything seen immediately. But one thing to know, you're gonna have, when this is uploaded, something like this going on. You won't be able to actually like see everything in detail from far away. Doing it on purpose like that. Except Legend of Arceus, if we count that, there are definitely tiny parts in that game. The whole system is different again. Ah. I need some light over in this area. Otherwise you don't see this. Okay. Effect. Give. King. Knight. Infinite. 1. Proof. Okay, so we're using these lights. Middle click, middle click, middle click, middle click. There we go. And how far up from the base? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you reckon you forget Ray's scrub? Scrub a dub dub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what makes me a scrub, Izzy? I don't want to put too much light, but at the same time, I feel like this here is hard to see. How do you like what I sent you, Izzy, by the way? I need this here. Okay, let's grab this. Replace stone bricks with stone bricks and cracked stone bricks. I'm thinking maybe a platform here. Go through like that. And then... Dang it! I really hate my mouse sometimes, guys. It goes squeak squeak too often. Actually, we're going to bring this up. What else goes squeak squeak? And then I'm going to remove this here. I go squeak squeak? Why do I go squeak squeak, Izzy? Okay. Set cobblestone, andesite, stone. Oh, crap. Shoot. Set stone, cobblestone, andesite, gravel. No, suspicious gravel. That's suspicious. Suspicious gravel. What is that? Dead horn coral block. Dead horn coral block. Look at redeems. Oh, that's why I go squeak squeak. All right, thanks for pointing. I really need to change that redeem to have a sound with it. I really need to do that. Let me write that down on my Discord so I remember after stream. Oh, pad. Replace cartoonize and redeem with sound command. There we go. Squeak, squeak. All right. Let me load up the program. I don't load it up immediately because not every stream do people ask for this. And sometimes I just randomly do it because I'm either eating or... Yeah. Just record Toaster biting on some squeak. Toaster doesn't like squeaky toys or any kind of toy, actually. I've tried all sorts of toys. It was my dog Cyrus that loved tug-of-war toys. Waiting for it. There we go. Let's get that bean bag in here. I've been cartoonized. Yeah. So you throw something, he runs at it, looks at it, and runs back to you without picking it up. He knows how to play fetch because I taught it to him when he was younger, same with Cyrus, but he does not enjoy actually doing it. Pointer dog, got it. I mean, he is he is a terrier mix, so yeah. Okay, so now I think we'll do something similar to this here. Over here. Just trying all sorts of things to actually detail this. From here to... Oh, shoot. Here. Copy, rotate 90. Paste. That's too far to the side. And then what if I put one right here? Oh, that does not work out. That's 2, that's 3. What if I... And then... Need a stone stair. Okay, so what am I going to do about this? I'm thinking we'll take this out like that. Do one more. One more over like that. Put that there. Yeah. And then set stripped. Oh, crap. Okay. Spruce. Oh, that's not spruce. That's dark oak. Okay. This here seems a bit off. There we go. Alright, I think that's ready for this. I am a little behind how I did this, so give me a second to figure out what I did here. I don't like music like this. Okay, let's see. Why are these horrible? Okay, copyright-free music. Let's try NCS. They're usually decent music. Okay. Replace stone bricks with stone bricks cracked stone bricks. And then we went across up here, which I think we may have gone too far up with that there, considering. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. That there. Actually, that needs to go one more down. That way I can do that. He's a pointer doggo, that's what he is. And then the rest is black stone going across like this. Come on. You dragon, you want to build with me? I know your answer to this, but I'm still going to ask anyways. And before your cursor is... Oh my gosh. Can you actually do that? Repeat that? Oh, I was asking you if you wanted to join in on, building here. I already know your answer, but still extending the invitation anyways. I don't like that. It's too dull there. Gotta do something about that. Either we need to do something like this. Uh. Hamana. Oh, I know why it looks right over here. Okay, effect. Can hardly tell, which is fine. I like that infinite thing. It's pretty neat. Hello, Space Potato! How you doing? Sorry, just now saw your name. Wow, it's really far behind. Yeah, that was like 7 minutes ago. Holy cow. No, more than 7. What the heck? Yeah, I'm just now getting it. That's weird. YouTube. Like, his message supposedly came in 2:31. It's 2:47 now. But I'm just now seeing it. I need to pop that shout out so I can zoom into it. I need to do the zoomies. Do the zoomies. Do the zoom. Why can't I zoom in? Like, what? What's going on here? What? Excuse me. Allow me to do the zoomies. Dang it. It won't let me do the zoomies. Couple seconds behind for me, but not several minutes. Can you type something in chat for me? There we go. I should be able to see it better now that I zoomed in. All right. I think I want to go to a different project now. I've worked a little bit on this project. This project's gonna take me a while because I don't feel like putting a lot of effort into it. Well, no, I feel like putting effort into it. I just don't feel like putting a lot of effort immediately into it. Like, it's going to have bits and pieces here and there as I do it type thing. And I just noticed something I want to do real quick. I'm gonna do something like that, make it look like it's broken up a bit. And let's do the same for this bit. That way it's not too boring to look underneath. Ah! So is this mostly a cave or mostly inside of a man-made structure? So it's inside of a cave that's inside of a mountain, and it's a dungeon castle, kind of. So I have a dungeon-like theme going on the bottom, and above is going to have a castle-like theme above it. So I guess it's man carved. Yeah, that's why I'm using cobblestone, stone, andesite, dead horn coral block, and suspicious coral block. Some areas I'm putting this to make it look like it was man carved out in some areas. Yeah, I did. But yeah, I'm trying to make it dungeon-like, on below the bridges. I'm going for like adventure dungeon slash Dark Souls type thing, you know. Okay, so there'll be a stealth site and levels, layers of the cave and stuff. Yes. I've been holding off doing most of the roof because I've been trying to get the walls there filled out too. Perhaps I should like make a area here that's not so flat so I can deal with the size difference on the walls later. Hey Dragon, if you have some ideas that you want to show me, this is on a essentials thing. Some natural balconies so you can't see everything and give a better feel of depth to it. One point 20.1.
Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I stand still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. Fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break all I
Let the darkness take control.
take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel it.
Let's leave out the suspicious gravel for the ceiling. In case you didn't hear me, it was 1.20.1. Woo! Mwahaha! Mwahaha! Mwah! Mwahaha! Ah! Whee! I'm on my flying knee back! Whee! Whee! There's Dragon. You want to get a call with me, Dragon? Oh, lag. Here's Dragon. My buddy old pal Dragon. It's Dragon! I have to do what? Slash off. There you go. Buddy! I love all my friends. No clue. 1 second. Can you speak real quick?
Hello.
Okay, thank you. It wasn't catching you when you first came in.
Okay.
In my essentials wardrobe.
Yeah, in wardrobe.
Yes.
Okay, so it's either a New Year's gift or like a first time join thing since the update.
Oh. Hello, Moto. What does Moto want? Oh. It's a silly game. All right.
I'm a bit confused right now.
This isn't Dragon. This is an imposter.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused, because I think Figura and Essential are just fighting right now.
Oh no. Must eject the suspicious person into space.
What the? What the heck? I'm the axolotl fan. Wait, am I the axolotl fan? No, what? I'm like from Back to the Future on your screen.
Back to the Future. Oh, I have no clue what that is. Is it in the wardrobe?
It looks like a skin for. It looks more like a skin we use for testing. Not testing, for like trailers and whatnot.
Oh.
I don't have a figure to begin with here.
Oh. Guess who's twerking on my foot again?
It's working on your foot.
Yeah, Toaster does that a lot whenever he wants his butt rubbed. Well, technically it's his back thigh.
Oh, this is interesting. You can now click on the outfit piece, and it sends you there.
Oh. Oh, that's cool. I got 1,000 points and nothing to spend it on. Most things are like 1,200,
I got all
1,500.
the bundles. Got already bundles for free that weren't featured, but I think that's because my account is linked.
That's true. Okay.
You could buy a backflip or a pirouette.
I'm not much into emotes, even when we have like emote craft or whatever that's called on modded servers. I always ignore them. So,
Hooray.
you suggested a thing called a balcony.
Yes.
What did you have in mind?
Oh, 1 second. Yeah, why am I Marty McQuire on your screen?
Maybe I shouldn't have turned off. You see, I want to be able to hear you too, so that's a first world problem, huh?
My word first, not word first, third word problem is I can't unequip stuff. Or it doesn't show that I'm unequipping it.
You got a cape on.
Yeah, I'm trying to unequip everything. Just trying to get my normal character.
Mm-hmm.
Not Astro Ben or whatever am I right now. Just good old ring. That it? Okay.
Uh,
Well, I should
it's
look normal. Yeah.
stone.
Okay, so what I meant by about
Oh
you
shit.
left the game.
I don't know what that was about.
That message realization. What? What a YMS I still in here. This is an essential thing.
It'll kick you out after a little
Yeah.
bit.
Just gonna leave.
In fact, right. I don't know why it crashed the thing whenever I did that fill command.
Yeah, you haven't even clicked enter, you just typed it. Well, at least I look normal now.
It fixed you.
So I just do an example over here of what I meant by balcony.
Where's over here? Oh, there you are. Hi.
The other side.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah, I'm one of those learners that I have to see, do, hear all the semantics in order to fully understand anything.
just a section of the cave that is like on a different level. It has a floor or whatnot.
Okay.
I mean, this can also just be an overhang. It doesn't have to go all the way down.
Right.
It's just so you have some areas your eyes can rest on, basically.
Okay.
Kind of like what you have here, but more natural.
Okay.
You can, of course, do that with buildings too, but then everything has to be a building, so you
Yeah.
might want to mix it up a bit with natural looking areas.
Yeah. So how's your week been so far?
Well, I worked again this week.
That's good. Getting back into the swing of things?
Trying to, yes. Adjusting the sleep schedule again.
Right, yeah.
Has failed twice in 4 days. But yeah,
Oh boy.
well, it's not a work where time is of the essence.
Um,
Like, I have to do my hours, yeah, but it doesn't matter when.
right. Do
Unless
you
we have
have to do
meeting.
death marches?
Do what?
Do you have to do death marches?
Why does it sound like a reference?
I mean, in a way, it is a reference, but it's only because the anime used the name of it. But it is a real thing. Japan's notorious for it. So, like, when a corporation is nearing a deadline and they need something done, they work like 80, 90 hours with little sleep.
Oh, like crunch time,
Yeah,
not on overdrive.
yeah, basically. That's what a death march is.
What was the anime again that had that much in it?
Uh, World ended with a death march or something like that.
Um,
Probably not world ended, but something with. It something started with a death march. That's what it was. Something started with a death.
Death Much of the Parallel World Rhapsody?
Oh yeah, that's it. Never mind. I was thinking of the titles per episode there, because they actually have a title per episode. A slave driver started with a death march, something like that. Not exactly, but you know,
Yeah, I've seen that one.
it's a pretty decent anime. I've watched it again recently.
Oh, I haven't. I watched it once and never again. Like most.
Yeah.
Have I watched any anime twice?
Mhm.
I watched one twice on accident because I wasn't sure anymore if that's the same anime or not.
Right.
Like I watched it, started watching it, was like, this feels familiar, but this could just be a similar plot. And then like in the middle or something, or like, yeah, I remember that exact scene. That's the same anime.
Right. I've been going back through anime and then realizing, oh hey, there's another season to this I missed out on.
No. The funny thing is like uh, now like this season or anime whose manga or manhwa or whatever I've read before. Like, do I still watch it or not? Because I know the story.
I mean, sometimes it's fun to see the difference between the anime and the manga.
Yeah, sometimes the difference is fun. Sometimes, especially with an anime with battle scenes, the scenes could be interesting to look at.
Yeah.
For example, solo leveling is like the most popular manhwa, I think.
Really?
Uh, a Korean manga. I just say manga now. I know it's not manga, but
Yeah.
I get a stroke when I say manga. I don't know how to say it properly.
You
Uh,
could call it manga, Korean manga.
yeah. Uh, or like, it's basically what. But what's the name? What's the name of Rudy in the anime of Rudy?
Rudy?
Rudios Grey Rat. Rudios.
I'm trying to
The
think.
the first isekai thing, or like the thing that popularized isekai and now got an anime recently. Like,
I
or
don't
recently
know.
last years. uh, something isekai. Rudios Grey Rat is part of um, Mushoku Tensei.
What's that translate to English?
Um, Shoko Tensei is Jobless Reincarnation.
What reincarnation?
Jobless.
Hopeless. Oh, jobless. Okay, yeah, I know
Jobless,
what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. Like that was the one that popularized isekai, or like most of the isekai tropes
Really?
when it was a manga. Which is
Okay.
funny because it was one of the last, or not the last ones, but like the later ones that got an anime.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and now we have the first, well, not maybe the first, but like the first popular uh, Korean manga having a anime. And the
Okay.
funny thing is, they in the Japanese version they Japanized, I don't know. They made the names Japanese instead of the
Okay.
Korean names. But
Right.
for every other language, they apparently keep the names as is.
Okay.
Like if his name is no proper inclination, solo leveling. What's the name? Characters. Sung Yinvo. I don't know how to say it in English, right?
Yeah, me neither.
Yinwu, I think. Yeah. That's the name, but they then changed it to
Isn't it like song in the English?
song. Yeah, uh, maybe. And now they changed to Suko something.
Yeah,
Well, not Suko, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
And I mean, the funny thing is, not everyone has a Korean name in a manga, because not everyone is Korean in the manga.
Right.
There's different nations with different people, and like Thomas Andre is very obviously European, probably German. Oh, that didn't work. No, he's American. Fuck. But he's not Korean. He's not Asian.
You know what's my problem right now is I don't remember. Oh, now I remember what solo leveling is. Okay.
Yeah, the first episode just aired, so
Yeah. Took me a second to remember.
I didn't even recognize the image for the anime. Like I was like, this looks interesting. Then I read like through the description. I was like, wait, that's solo leveling. Right, the guy looked like that at the start. He had brown hair to start. He has black hair later. That's why it confused me. And looks completely different.
Why does he have black hair later?
He has like a change. Like, uh, a generally popular archetype or genre in manga is these kind of hunter anime where you have portals to dungeons basically
Mm-hmm.
in other dimensions, and basically if you don't defeat the dungeon boss within a time limit, then there's a dungeon break, and the monsters from the dungeon can go into the human world, and that's why and there's people that awaken as hunters, which is basically the superhero thing,
Right.
but with leveling. Like it's basically you get an RPG class, or like you can assign status. So it's like a JRPG kind of,
Right. Okay.
but you don't start with a specific class. Sometimes you start with one. You have skills, you have monsters, as I said. So the job of hunter, which is basically dungeon crawler,
Mm-hmm.
which hunts the monsters, gets popularized, and basically those like the S class hunters are like the new what's it called, like the popular people,
Idols?
like every
Idols?
yeah, not idols, but you get the idea.
Mhm.
Like celebrity, that's the word. And yeah, in solo leveling, the guy, I'm just gonna say the thing that is also in the description.
Okay.
The main character is known as the weakest hunter.
Yeah, I remember the first episode of them making mention
Yeah.
and showing.
Because his abilities are basically like a slightly strong adult, but in comparison to Hunter, he's like really weak.
Slightly strong adult.
Yeah, he's like I don't know, is he teenager or is he adult? I think he's an.
I think in the
he's
anime
barely an
he's
adult.
barely adult. Yeah.
Yeah, he's either slightly below or slightly above being an adult, and I mean he works, so he kind of has to be an adult, I guess.
He's woke. What?
Woke?
I thought you said he's woke.
No, adult. He is not woke.
He's not woke.
Yeah, so people are actually happy when they see him, because they know the dungeon they're going into is going to be an easy one.
Right.
And because he's the weakest one, and if the Hunter Association, which is like the government version of the Hunters, assigns him to an area, then people know, okay, this is easy enough that he can be in there. There's also private Hunter associations, like privatized ones,
Yeah.
like big companies, basically.
Yeah.
And that general setup is copied a lot in other manhwa. Like there's a lot of Dungeon Break manhwas. There's ones where actually what happens after a Dungeon Break, like where like the hardest portal couldn't be finished. There's like the normal one or the power fantasy one where like solo leveling, where it just has the character getting stronger. Mostly starting weak, though we know that trope from anime too, or like manga normal ones.
Yeah.
Right up the Shield Hero. Well, he kind of starts weak, I guess. But yeah, so we have the first South Korean manga that is an anime now. And that was one of the ones I was like, should I watch it? Should I not watch it? I have read all 200 chapters or whatever. Like, it finished a year before that, so the story is still relatively fresh in my mind too. And then there's another one that is a manga, not a manga.
It's a manga, but not a manga?
Not a manhwa.
Oh, the Korean thing. Okay.
Yeah. Where I was all like, I just read that recently. I'm not gonna watch this. It's about an adventure. This is typical adventure setting where like adventurers and guilds exist, and he's like one of the weaker ones and dies in the dungeon, but then reawakens as a skeleton.
Yes, I just recently watched that episode yesterday.
Well, like as an undead, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a skeleton. It's
He starts out as the skeleton, and he's a wraith by the end of episode 1.
Yeah, because he finds out that he can get experience faster than he could as a human. By defeating monsters, not by defeating humans, by the way.
Right.
Like, I don't know if he gets from humans. I just remember he got it from fighting a different skeleton, and then slimes and whatnot. And so he's trying to evolve into a human-like being, so he can talk to people. Because a skeleton, you don't have any vocal cords.
Yeah.
So that's his reason why he wants to be, why he wants to evolve. And also something about like someone being left alone, his sister, his lover, I don't know, his potential girlfriend.
Yeah, they don't really
All of
say
the
it right
above.
now.
knowing Japan, all of the above.
All the above. She's my sister and my wife.
And my childhood friend and a younger. To be honest, there is some manga and anime where it's like okay, let's roll the dice on the genres or like the archetypes we put on this character, or like we just put everything in the mixer.
Right now, I'm rewatching Infinite Stratos. I didn't know there was a second season to it, so I'm gonna watch the second season as well.
I don't think I've watched. I know what it is, but I don't think I've watched a lot of it. Like I've seen scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe I've watched one season or part of a season. I don't remember.
The reason why I bring it up is because you brought up childhood friend archetype. And there's like 3 childhood friends or something like that.
They're all fighting for him. I know that part. Yeah. That's like the meme part, or like not the meme, but like the scenes you find.
Yeah.
What other ones are this season? Let me check real quick.
I got a whole list here. The Shokushi Cheat Ga Saikyo Shugeti.
No, in English.
That one's the one where the guy has a one-shot kill ability.
That's the only one I don't watch, I think.
You're not gonna watch it because you've seen read it, or
Well, not the only one, but like the only new one that is an isekai. Let's say it that way around. Because I'm not watching every anime that comes out.
Oh, me neither. I prefer watching things like isekai, fantasy, action, but if it comes out like slice of life, I'm like, not really interested. Or sports,
Yeah,
especially
Martin.
sports.
Yeah, no, sports is also.
I've
Very
only
good.
ever watched Prince of Tennis.
Just the one.
Ishura
Just,
is another one.
yeah, I'm watching that one too. Dungeon Meshi. That's eating in a dungeon or
Yeah,
whatever
I
it's
was
called.
actually just talking about that earlier in stream.
Delicious in dungeon food, yeah.
It's such a weird anime, to be honest with you. Oh no, my sister's been eaten by a monster. I'm gonna go save her before she gets digested.
How calm they are about the whole situation.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, but at the same time, you can revive people apparently, so maybe it's fine.
I
But the
did
problem
not
is
know about the revive part.
they said something about reviving, but the corpse has to be not digested.
Right, yeah, okay.
So
That makes
that's
a
the
lot
one
more
why
sense then.
why they have a bit of an urgency, but at the same time they're like, oh, there's food. Oh, this can be eaten. Like you have
Yeah.
been here for what, 10 years, and this is the first time you're thinking, oh yeah, maybe we can eat this specific thing.
I've been here for 10 years and never thought about using trap fire to cook with.
I mean, that's makes more sense. You're not using the traps for cooking.
Oh yeah, this definitely looks
dangerous.
better.
Like, if you had in your garden just an area that spews fire every so often, you wouldn't use it for cooking usually.
I guess that's true. That's true.
Unless you're that familiar with it, that you're like, yeah, I know where it's gonna spew fire, it's fine. Also the case where they didn't know which oil they used at first, so you might not want to use that.
Sure. Let's try to shape this a little bit.
New season, that should make it easier. The healer one, I'm watching that one.
Hey Glory, how you doing? The what now?
The wrong way to use healing magic.
I don't have that one yet.
Chiyo Maho no Machigata Tsukaikata.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Spell the first word for me.
Chiyu. Chiyu.
Guch.
Iyu.
Chiyu.
Then Maho like Demon Lord. Mahou.
I found it.
Okay. Very green on the page we are using.
Oh, actually, yes, I remember this now. Oh, second episode's now out today.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
Okay, cool.
I'm not watching the Slime Tamer one, but I think the first episode just came out, so maybe that's why I'm not watching it.
Slime Tamer. Better add that one, Ray. Which one is that called?
The weakest tamer began a journey to pick up trash.
Weakest tamer. I see
Looks like
now.
a dog. Yeah. Sasaki and Peeps.
I do have that one in my list.
Yeah.
That one's a little interesting, to be honest with you.
Apparently the 5th season of Kingdom is coming up. What the heck?
Jeez, that's been going on for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it had a very long gap.
It's stinky in here, Ray. You let any stinky riffraff play with you, huh? Dragon's not stinky. He smells like bed of roses.
Yeah.
He's like,
Okay, that one doesn't even have an English name. Sengoku Yuko? Yoku? I mean, the first episode also just came out today or yesterday, I think. Second season, well, not second season, Arno Exorcist. A Blue Exorcist, that's the name.
oh yeah, I'm not doing that Blue Exorcist one. I decided. Stinky bed of roses? Dang. Boy, why are you telling... What?
Marshall has a second season.
Ashla?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching that one.
The one where the hero left the hero's party.
Yeah, that's a decent one.
That's the second season too. Second season of Moonlit Fantasy.
I decided not to watch that one.
Did you watch the first one?
I did. It never really left a good, like, it didn't.
It didn't click with you, okay.
Yeah.
Bottom tier character Tomosaki, second season.
Wait, did you say bottom tier?
That's the name, yeah, bottom tier character.
What did you ask me? My video lag? I don't know. Why do you call everyone stinky was my question.
The strongest tank labyrinth raids.
Yeah, I've seen that one. You know, the whole trope that the hero is so godsmacked with himself that he's rude to everyone, it kind of gets on my nerves.
It makes sense.
I know, but still, it gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm annoyed by now too, but it makes sense. Like, you can't blame it. Like, imagine someone getting power and everyone is fawning over you.
I wouldn't know. I've never been there.
Yeah, no, there's gonna be some kind of complex at some point.
Because everyone is stinky. Well, I'm kidding though. I don't mean it really be mean. You're so mean. It hurts my heart to see my friend be so mean. Love you, Glory.
I'm not watching Slave of the Magic Capital's Elite Troops.
That's weird too, to be honest with you.
It's an ecchi, so...
Yeah, it's an ecchi, but the weirdest part is the guy gives himself up to become a slave, and he
Yes.
turns into a monster to fight alongside them. But outside that, he is their caretaker, and they all just bully the guy to hell.
Yep. That whole premise, or like a premise where it isn't like that, but it kind of reminded me of like slave and transforming into a monster. Reminded me of what was the name? It was like I forgot what the myth is called. Odin and Thor, they're from, right?
I'm listening. I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
With what myth are Odin and Loki and Thor from?
Norse.
Norse, yeah. So it has a Norse name. That's the only thing I remember.
A person
And
turning
it was
into a
not
monster?
It becomes a, I call it a furry suit.
Furry suit?
Not fairy, furry.
Oh, furry. Okay.
It wasn't Ragnarok. No, Ragnarok was a different one. Ragnarok was the fighting one, and a different one.
The
Anime.
Keeper of Ragnarok? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about different. I'm saying Ragnarok is a different anime. Into anime turn into girls, into slime, into animals, into dragons. AI that turns images into anime. Into furries. I wonder if I get a result here. I get a bunch of furry suits. That's not the intention here.
It's a furry. Just
Gleipnir. Gleipnir.
huh.
Or Gleipnir, or whatever it's said.
I don't know that one.
It is bizarre, but interesting. And it's a bit. Well, I wouldn't say. Yeah, it's kind of gory too at some parts. Or fleshy, I guess. There's not a lot of blood, there's a lot of flesh.
That's a word.
I mean, the suit, like, he turns into a big suit, basically. And has in the back, what's this called? You hear that?
What's up?
You hear that?
My dog?
No, you hear this sound.
No.
Where's my mic? No, my mic isn't. What's the thing called for jackets to close the front, basically?
Zipper.
Zipper, yeah. He has a zipper at the back, and when you move it down, there's a lot of inside flesh.
Ew.
Like, it's hollow, but it's fleshy walls.
Ew.
That's why I'm saying it's not gory, but there's flesh.
Ew.
Yeah, you, but interesting. Maybe find an image I can send you. Let's go with that one. Don't send it to Izzy.
Don't send it to Izzy. Yeah.
Oh, like me, don't send it to Izzy on X. Because she would be confused as hell if I send her that.
I have never seen this.
And yes, there's a person coming out of him.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like, if you get past the whole, well, this is weird. It's an interesting story. Yeah.
Well, I'll add it. Oh, it looks like the roofer guy's back.
You need to go?
No, my dad's got him.
Okay. Okay, we talked
Okay,
about
I have
this
added Gleipnir. Hello, Toaster. Hello, buddy.
I'm not sure if I will watch Tales of Wedding Rings.
That sounds like a romance thing.
It has romance, but it's also an isekai and action. Oh yeah. I mean, the point is basically he has to. Does he have to marry them? Let me just check real quick.
I mean, I don't mind a little bit of romance in a isekai as long as it's not the main point of the anime.
I think it's the main point. Well, it's not like the lovey-dovey life, but more like he gets stronger the more wives he has. Or something
What?
like that.
It's stronger the more wives you have.
So, can I spoil the first episode for you?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, it starts with him as child. I guess he was like 8 or 9 or something,
Uh-huh.
or 10, I don't know. And he sees a light, like a beam of light on like the back of the mountain, or like the mountain at their backyard, or the hill, or whatever it is.
Is this like in modern day?
Modern day, yeah,
Okay,
at first,
okay.
yeah. And then he goes there, and then he there finds, which turns out to be a princess and her guardian, which who says he's her grandpa. Like I don't think he's actually the grandpa, and but it was just the head sorcerer or something from the kingdom,
Uh-huh.
from Isekai world, basically.
And what's this
And
called again?
Tales of Wedding Rings.
Okay. I'll give it a try since you say it seems interesting. I'll still
Yes.
listen though.
And she then lives, or like they live, I think it's his neighbors, for like the next 10 years, and go to school together and whatnot, and he develops a crush on her. And then the day where he wants to tell her that he likes her, she says she has to go back to her home country. To be fair, when she met him the first time, she said they can be friends if he forgets everything about that one day where she arrived. Which, of course, he did not forget. Because why would he? And so first he's sad, then he follows them, and then he also jumps into the beam of light, where he basically jumps into her wedding as princess with some prince of a neighboring country. Like he interrupts the wedding. And then the monsters attack, and then the whole thing is whoever she marries is going to become the Ring King.
Ring King?
Yeah, the Ring King. Basically, the rings he has on his hand give him power, and he can only have one ring per wife, so hence the more wives he has, the stronger he gets.
Right, okay.
From what I read and saw. I don't know if I misinterpreted that part, but yeah. And basically they hurry her to marry the prince already, so the prince can fight against the monsters, and then she decides nope, she's gonna marry her childhood friend instead. Because she was more comfortable with him than, or like she says she's more comfortable with him than with some random guy she doesn't know.
Right.
And it was a spur of the moment thing. You know, Thunderer. Kind of. Oh, yeah.
My site is not working now for some reason.
Oh no.
Crap. I'll have to look it up some other time.
But yeah, it's basically a male fantasy story thing.
Interesting.
Like, based on the image, he gets like 5 wives, which is like typical harem story thing.
Yeah. Everyday life with my smartphone or something like that.
For example. Other ones I'm watching are High School of the Elite, the 3rd season.
I watched the first 2 seasons. I wasn't really
I've read the manga.
I don't like the main character.
He is better in the manga because in the anime they make him out to be very
Cynical.
emotionless.
Yeah, emotionless.
He is emotionless. That's the wrong word.
Cynical.
Dull. He's very dull. Like
Dull.
dull. Like he is in a monologue sometimes where he is intelligent, but otherwise he is very dull. And I get he's trying to play dull. Like he's just the average nobody.
Yeah.
But in the manga, there's more scenes where he has to be, or where his facial expression, at least in the inner monologue, changes.
Right.
Where he's more serious and not as laid back all the time. There's more character interaction too.
I probably would like the manga better then.
Yeah, like it doesn't save it if you don't like the whole plot in general, but it's
really
it's
just his
more
personality that I don't like. You know?
yeah. Also, like in the anime, I think the first time you notice he's up to something is at the very end.
Right,
Where
yeah.
he says, "Yeah, I'm not friends with you. You just assume I'm your friend.
Yeah.
I'm Kira." Wait, wrong anime. But yeah, in the anime, it feels, or like in the first one, it feels too much like they want him to portray as like that very intelligent and scheming person. But then it's just, oh, plot twist, I'm evil. Or like, well, not evil, but I'm a
Chaotic neutral.
I'm more self-centered. Like I'm not the friendly guy. I'm not the hero. That's hard.
Yeah.
I'm also watching High Court season 2. You know High Court?
No. Is that the gambling one?
It's not gambling. It's basically there's. I don't know what the kingdom is called. I just call it England for now. Because I think it's England. Basically, the king of England or whatever it is has a deck of cards, each one with a power. And during a certain night, some organization attacked the castle. This is modern day, by the way.
Okay.
And because of that, all the cards are spread over England, I guess. I don't know if other parts of the world also. They were spread long distances, let's say it that way.
Okay.
So normal people got hold of the cards, and each card has their power. Like one card, very superpower, lets you generate a gun in your hand. Like, I mean, yes, a gun's nice, but this is not something you can't do with this card. You can have a gun, you know. You don't need a card that makes you a gun. Like a pistol, not even a sniper rifle or anything, just a hand pistol.
Well, that's one way to get past customs.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's one that you have to eat sugar and then you have a sugar rush, which gives you power and whatnot.
My hero much?
Basically, like in the My Hero thing. Yeah. And basically, there's an organization that tries to collect them all and bring them back to the king. And then there's counter organizations and people that just don't want to let go of their powers.
Mm.
And they act like they are car sales.
Cars.
Car sale.
You want extended warranty on your card there.
Yeah, it's funny because like the main character gets like added to the group because he has a card and they hunt down the cards and then they're like, yeah, okay, he kind of agrees with our motto, so he can join. And so he has to work at that car store too. And this is like a fancy, like golden, well, not golden pillars, but like fancy English.
Posh dealership.
Inside, it's a posh car dealership. it's like not modern times, but it's like 100 years earlier or something. So cars are like a luxury. I mean, they're a luxury item now too, but more luxury item. Like, let's say 50 years ago, I don't know.
We sell carriages.
No carriages, but it's more like the older cars,
Yeah.
not new cars. And the first time he tries to sell something to someone, it goes really well, and then he gets a call that someone with a card appeared, and he just leaves the guy in front of like some traffic lights, and says he really has to go to the toilet, and leaves him there for like a day.
Oh gosh.
And then the next day he comes back and is like, huh, you must have really had a bad toilet. Like had to really go to the toilet. But he still bought the car.
Oh.
Right, I'm also watching Singularity Noir, the second season.
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
Basically, in that world, there are people that control smallish robots. Like imagine like some robot you usually use to, in like anime, you usually use to carry crates and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if the whole thing is called a coffin, but there is a coffin part where you basically put an android to help control the whole machine, and they fight some. I don't know if it's an alien thing or a mutation thing. I don't think that was clarified. But there's like monsters that come with the rain, or like are more active during rainy areas, in rainy areas.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, and the main character basically wants to be one of those people that control these. Let's call them mechas. But he has really poor control of the robot.
I thought you were going to say he wants to be one of those rainy monsters.
He wants to be one of the monsters. Yeah, he is Garo from One Punch Man. No, but he lacks control, and then he finds that some like he still raids like ruins or like searches for ruins for parts because he's a mechanist.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word, right? Yeah. And he finds an android lying in a, I don't know if it was a coffin or just a bed of flowers. Either way, he finds that one, and what's it called, Kudara? Well, it's not Kudara because she doesn't love him, but it's like completely no character. Like she is completely, she can't do anything either. Like the AI, not AI, the androids are supposed to be like they can do everything really good usually.
Mm-hmm.
She can't do shit. She drops plates. She can't cook. She can't do any task. Like she even drops over her own feet sometimes. But she can control the robot. Or she's good at controlling the robot, so with her help he can then be one of those I don't know what the official term is in the anime, but a hunter of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also like they want to find out where she came from, and because she's some special kind of android and like a special series or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as they know, those special androids came from some sort of paradise. But nobody can find that paradise. So that's kind of the plot, or like the main plot there.
Okay.
I think that's it for this season. Not counting anime that continued from last season. I think. Yeah. Have I missed any that you watched?
Probably. Give me a second. I've got a whole list here. Uh,
I just looked through the new season list there.
well, I have a save list here, favorites list.
Oh, yeah, one I somehow missed is, you know, that genre of villainous anime that started
Yeah.
last. So basically, in this one, yeah, no, wait, that's the same as always. Never mind. uh, the episode starts like we're following what looks like to be the main character, and then it turns out no, the villain is the main character, or the reincarnate, or whatever, and she's level 99 already because she's a gamer and she liked seeing her numbers going up. And everyone was like, when someone had a level of 10 and he's like the son of like some army general, it's like, oh my god, he's level 10. And then she's like, he's level 99, fuck.
I'm looking through my list here.
Alright, Nanatsu, 7 Deadly Sins,
They have another season for that?
it's like Boruto to Naruto, like it's not the same characters, it's later in the same universe.
Right. Okay.
Like we're not following Meliodas again, but we're following someone else. Which is not Meliodas' son, by the way.
So kind of
So
like
this
the Fate series?
Fate is alternate universes.
One of the cute ones that came out that I really like is I'm doing my best to make myself at home in another world.
Is that the one where she cuddles like a white tiger or something?
Yes. It's too adorable.
I haven't watched it yet. I was contemplating if I should or not.
So far, 2 episodes.
Of the
So
ones that-
essentially, Japanese girl dies from overwork. God
yeah,
says,
I've seen the plot summary.
oh, okay.
I will usually know which ones you mean once I know which one you mean.
Let's see.
One of the ones I continue to watch from last season is Undead Unlock.
I'm still watching that. Dead Mount Death Place says it's still
Ongoing.
but it's stuck at episode 10.
Yeah, usually there's like a gap in the first week, the first 1 or 2 weeks of the year, and the last week of the year.
Oh, okay.
Some start earlier, some start later with the pause.
That makes sense.
Also, if then there's some kind of holiday or special event, they skip an episode.
I feel like starting work on another build again.
You don't want to continue.
I do it little bits at a time.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of ideas here either, besides make a few platforms so you have more depth, I guess,
Yeah.
than a bunch of towers and walls.
I kind of want to make something like the what do you call it? The floating gardens of Babylon? No, that's not right.
You want to make dungeon meshy?
Get
Let's
what?
recreate food in a dungeon.
Oh,
Just a dungeon from Dungeon Meshy.
sheesh. Nah.
I was thinking like Made in Abyss, the what's it? The Abyss, yeah, the Abyss. It's on the name. Would be really interesting to make, but at the same time, like, I don't think Minecraft is tall enough for that.
That's true.
Like at all. Like you might get one layer in there. If you're lucky.
True.
That's why I was so curious about the game from Made in Abyss, and then I read it's like not good. I'm like, it sounded like such an interesting place to explore, like, which is a main plot point. Like everyone wants to explore that shit. Then you have a walking simulator. Well, not a
Walking simulator.
it's not a walking simulator. I think it's better than what I just described, but it doesn't go far. I think it goes to the second or third layer.
Okay.
Plot-wise, I don't remember much of the game. Like I watched a review and was like, okay, this doesn't sound good, and the reviews weren't good either. So, not worth $60. Also not worth $30 when it was 50% off. Sorry, you wanted to build the Gardens of Eden, or what was that?
No, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Hanging Gardens. This is a thing.
It was one of the wonders of the world back when Babylon was around, apparently.
Yeah, I'm looking for a few iterations. Why is there fun page for that? The only fun fact I have is some suspect it was either destroyed by an earthquake, erosion, or war. What else would have destroyed it?
Aliens!
No, like earthquake, erosion, or war. The most common things that destroy stuff.
Oh, I thought it was aliens that destroyed stuff.
Like, unless there's a volcano or like water nearby, it's an earthquake, erosion, or war, yes. That's how stuff works.
Well, let's see here. Babylon was in what is now Persia, right?
Yeah, Alexander the Great had it for a bit, I think. What? Was it Alexander? Alexander. Babylon was conquered.
Oh, Iraq,
by
actually.
Alexander the Great. Around 600 BC. The gardens existed, however, they were completely destroyed after the death of Christ.
Wait,
Well,
Babylon ended after the death of Christ? I thought it was before Christ.
the gardens existed, however, they were completely destroyed after the death of Christ.
Oh, the gardens. Okay.
After the death, yeah. In the ancient worlds, you can have the same monsters what the look.
Mesopotamia. Wow, I've never made a Mesopotamian build before, so this is gonna be new for me.
I'm not sure if we have a good color palette either.
Yeah.
Who pinged me?
Most of the images I see of it that people think about it is that there's a lot of either sandstone or something white.
I mean, those were usually the building materials back then.
Yeah, true.
In
Especially
that
in that area, yeah.
Yeah.
The paintings had a lot of blue in them, and I have to use the bathroom. I apologize.
Okay. Okay, note this is not hanging arms. I don't know who thought this would be the hanging gardens. But this does not look like a hanging garden to me.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Let's see what you sent me. Oh, yes.
It's someone's interpretation of the hanging gardens.
I mean, I'd like a little more detail than that if I build it.
I would assume it was a bit more than a square.
Yeah.
The hanging gardens were like the first thing that died off, I guess, or get destroyed.
Right.
And the pyramids are the only thing that still stand.
There's what they're called, the faces.
Faces?
The island faces.
East Island?
I think that's what it's called, right?
Okay, of the ancient seven wonders.
Oh.
Which are the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is the only thing standing. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, Statue of Zeus at Olympia, Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, Colossus of Rhodes, and Pharaoh's Lighthouse at Alexandria.
Well, the Temple of Artemis is still up and running.
It says up to 262 AD. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it was rebuilt afterwards.
Maybe.
Temple of Artemis. The Temple of Artemis. There's a model of the temple in Istanbul.
So it's a model. Okay.
Attempts to recreate the probable appearance of the third temple.
401 AD is when the original was destroyed. Okay.
In the 7th century BC, a flood destroyed the temple.
It's kind of funny how the pyramids stayed while everything else was like, bye!
The pyramid was made, apparently, like 2,000 years before everything else happened.
Yeah.
Everything else was like 400 years. And then there's like the pyramids 2,000 years earlier and 2,000 years later. Okay, I can do better. Well, the only thing that could have destroyed it is erosion, cause well, and plunderers, I guess. Because I don't think there were ever any wars near a pyramid.
War?
Right? Yeah, because the pyramids weren't like near the city, right?
Not normally.
They were like, because they are like, you wouldn't. Yeah, okay, you also better sit around a graveyard, I guess. So I guess it could have had a city around it. But like everything else was like near cities or like in cities.
Excuse me.
So and the pyramid is like the largest thing of all of them.
Yeah, sure.
So it is also the hardest thing to completely destroy. There's also no. I don't know. Do deserts have earthquakes?
I mean, anything with fault line has earthquakes.
Yeah, but
It's
are
the
they?
intensity that.
Yeah, no, but like, are they anywhere near tectonic plate movement? My question. Like, just because there's an earthquake doesn't mean the whole world notices it. It depends on the tectonic plate.
I know the Nile has floods, which is in Egypt.
Yeah, but that's usually not that kind of flood that destroys a pyramid, at least. Unless they happen really frequently. Yeah. But
Egypt has small earthquakes near the Nile and the Black Sea. But the closer inland you go, the less their earthquakes are.
Yeah. And I think with the river, it's mostly it just if it floods, it just goes past its usual area. But they use that area for agriculture, so it's not like the flood destroys any buildings unless someone tried to build near it or had a building that needed to be near it.
Well, usually they
And
didn't put the buildings directly on the banks, too.
yeah, they knew that much. But someone might have had a like storage area, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is my point. But they didn't put the pyramid that close to the river.
Yeah, I doubt they did. If anything they put close to a river, it probably would be a shrine to a river god.
They have river gods.
They had a god for everything. If you needed a god to poop, you'd pray to the god to poop.
Constipation. There's a devil in my bowels.
Santa sat upon my bowels. Come and save me, Amuntep.
Did they have a devil? Did the mythology have myth have any evil beings
Yeah,
that
Set.
possess you?
Well, not.
Was he evil?
Oh yeah, Set was the god of destruction. Oh, Toaster, you okay, buddy? He nearly fell off my lap from jumping up there.
I heard the whimpering.
Hello there. You just want attention, don't you? But yeah, Set was the god of evil and destruction, but he was not the most evil of the primordial deities.
Was he said to be evil, or was he just said to bring destruction? Those are different things.
He was considered an evil god, yes.
Okay. There's
But
also gods that bring destruction, but are not seen as evil, but as
natural catastrophes.
a natural. Like in their eyes, they can't be morally evil because they don't see anything wrong with them. It's that it's their
Right.
not power, but like their assigned duty
existence.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
So
their theme.
the true evil being in Egyptian mythology is Apophis.
Yeah, Apophis is in my bowels. Poop, God help me.
I would hate to have a snake up my ass.
Banish this foul being of a god from my bowels.
Yeah, Apophis was considered the pure evil god and also the mortal enemy of Ra.
Yeah, okay, then. But just as a example,
Set is more like Loki.
others, Hades was never portrayed as the evil god. He was just portrayed as the god that rules over.
Actually, in a lot of Greek mythology, Hades is a lot nicer than what modern romanticists make him out to be.
A lot of them make Zeus out to be the worst of the two.
I mean, Zeus was pretty bad.
Yeah.
What do you mean,
Hades-
too? Poseidon's part of the trio of the gods.
Yeah, but of those two, like
Oh, yeah.
Poseidon is like, I don't see he's the lesser of the three, but he's not spoken of as much as the other two.
I consider Poseidon as the mature one of the three.
He's less talked about. Yeah, he's more okay. This is my sea. I do what I do. My sea. You do what you do.
Exactly.
There's probably some stuff about Poseidon too, but
Oh yeah.
more commonly talked about ones than the other
Athens.
two.
The mythology of Athens, who got to name Athens. Poseidon, Athena, I believe Hermes and Aphrodite also joined in the competition, and Athena won, so she got to name Athens, and Poseidon was butthurt about it.
Okay.
Also, it says that Poseidon was the god of horses and the ocean, which it never makes sense to me. Why are
Is that
horses?
why it's called a seahorse?
My
They
dog
have to give
over
him
here.
some horse.
My dog over here is just begging for attention, so I'm giving him some right now. It's just turning out to be a talk show. This is just turning out to be a talk show with my dog. Oh, my doggy. Yeah. So I have my hands like I'm gently stroking around his neck, and he's just over there like, oh, this feels so good.
Neck scratches.
Wow, I got into this to start building a build, and then a dog came along.
I mean, I came along.
Well,
Well, the
you
dog came
too.
along, I came along, then the dog came along again.
Yeah. You think that's tall enough for the outer wall?
Um,
I think the reason why they most images make the hanging gardens a square is because most ziggurats are square-like.
yeah, I mean, I get that the base is a square, but the thing I sent you was
Very square.
it was square and bland. Like it's a square with palms, then another square with palms, another square with palms, another square with palms, and
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
That's a modern building.
Are you a modern
The
building
building.
poster? You just tried to lick me in the mouth, you nasty kid. What if I want to kiss a girl someday? She'll have to lick dog slobber. Wait,
I
why
hope
would
you're
she be
gonna brush
licking
your
my
teeth in
mouth?
between.
What?
I hope you're gonna brush your mouth in between. Like you're gonna have a date in 5 minutes.
I would hope so too. uh,
You would hope that you don't have a date in 5 minutes.
yeah, I would.
No, you hope you don't have one.
Oh no! I hope I brush my teeth before then.
Yeah. Because I said, I don't think you would have a date in 5 minutes.
Oh.
Then you said, I hope not.
Well, I hope not too, because that means I'd be late for the date.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you think that's going to be tall enough for the outer wall?
Is this one wall or is this like
That's a section. For a really
One
big
step.
build. What?
one step? One step, basically. One
Ye-
layer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That should be tall enough, yeah.
Okay, cool. Now to
I
determine
mean, if
what
we
we're going
can
to build.
take whatever I sent you as like an estimate of
Oh,
the thighs. I don't know if this makes any sense though. Like the walls are around the size of like tall palms. And I think there's a bit too high even for that. Like imagine how big the palm would be.
what I'm looking at is.
Yeah, send me your reference so we have the same. idea.
Yeah. I'm looking at two references real quick. Here's one. And
Yep.
here's...
But yeah, as you can okay, so this is the bottom layer right now you're asking me about, right?
Yeah, the bottom layer.
That's a Minecraft build. You just sent me a Minecraft build of someone else.
Well, I like
thought this
the
one is
water
square.
feature. I like the water feature part.
No,
That's...
there were most definitely aqueducts there.
Yeah.
Because the whole garden had to be watered in some way.
Yeah.
And I doubt they had that many slaves to carry water each day. Although there is drawings that depict that there were aqueducts.
Right.
Though those were more like
Okay,
sketches.
my
than
little
drawings.
boy, I would like to build now. Would you like to get off my lap? Or at least
No.
lay down and behave? Is Dragon speaking on your behalf?
Yes.
Lay down, buddy. Lay down. It's okay.
There's Toaster Howl, by the way.
No. No. No, it doesn't howl. Even whenever I play the violin.
Even if you howl, he doesn't howl.
No.
Okay.
He likes to bark a lot.
Because there's like dogs that start howling the moment you howl a bit.
Yeah, my dog Cyrus was that way. Or whenever I played my violin, he liked to howl along with it. Which makes me think he was actually in pain.
Yeah, fair. I mean,
Okay, so let's see here.
okay.
What kind of
I think it
material
might be a
color?
bit tall.
You think that's a bit tall?
Like, let's say this is this area with like the blue parts and then the pillars on top,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
Like just look at one of the palms, approximately how tall the,
Oh yeah,
the
it's
palm is.
about as tall as the palm, yeah.
Like one layer is a bit smaller than one of the tallest palms.
Right.
So you could say the pillar section is also about a palm's height, and then you have another section that is a similar height. So would you say this is 2 palms in height?
Yeah, I'd say it's 2 palms in height.
Because I feel like we could get away with 3 sections.
3?
Yeah, 4 right now. It depends on how much you want to put here. Yeah, okay, this looks a bit... No, it looks short. Yeah, you have a point.
Yeah. But then again, it's going to get taller with each section we put on top of it, so...
Worst case, we move it.
How much space do I have underneath? Oh, we're near the bottom. So we have plenty of top space.
I mean, we have more space down because there's also negative.
Wait, can we build negative in this world?
Yeah, this is 1.20.
Oh, we can.
It's just, this was generated before 120, or...
It was, yeah.
Values. At least the values of the flat world are set to values that would be normal.
Yeah.
So in theory, we could move everything down. In theory, but I don't think we go that high, because 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, temple in the middle, thingy. I don't think we reach anywhere near the height limit.
My little boy doesn't want to lay down. Lay down, buddy. You're in the way.
But he ain't tired.
He doesn't need to be tired. He just needs to be out of my way.
But if he lay, he stay.
If he lays. That's funny. You know, I kind of want to want these walls to be large enough that I could put a mural on it, like that top image.
Oh, a mural, yeah. I had a mural there and I'm like, what?
That's not going to be wide enough for a mural.
The eighth road wonder, a giant mirror. A building made out of mirrors.
Toaster, you're in the way again.
Totally won't blind any passing airplanes.
um, just so I have a reference. Oh god, this is going to be horrible. I'm bad at pixel art, by the way.
Depends on what the pixel art is.
I'm going to try to make a horse. Because Babylon, its main animal was the horse.
There's either a goat or a horse with wings in that image you sent.
Yeah.
Or is it a cow?
Could be a cow,
With
too.
grass on its head? It's a plant flying type. Based on a cow.
Isn't there like a program online that could use pixel art? Totally
Yeah.
cheating. What?
Yeah.
Oh, there is?
There's programs to turn images into pixel art. The results are varying.
I don't think I want to do that though.
It depends on how tall the original image is.
Yeah. Which would be a problem.
Also, there is programs that give you the blocks you should put, or where you should put the blocks and whatnot.
But wouldn't
Like,
that be considered cheating?
No, you give it a pixel art, and then it turns it into, okay, this color is the closest to this block.
Hmm. But
It
yeah,
doesn't
isn't it
mind any
cheating to
color.
use a program to make pixel art for you though?
I mean, if you make the whole building out of the pixel art, yes.
The whole
The whole
building.
building, the pixel art, no. Is it like with AI art? AI art, like if you make AI art, it's not your art. Like no matter what you say, you might have the rights to it, but it's not art you made.
Right.
But if you, I don't know, you make a big picture and then you need a sword, and then you AI art that one sword, you still made the whole picture, just not that one sword.
Hmm.
Like you want a pattern or something and let it AI generate, and then not like, yeah, okay, this looks good. That works here. It depends on if you do something with the stuff you generate or not, in my opinion, or if you take it as is and claim it as yours.
Right.
Because you can also learn from generated stuff, like you can see how certain things can look.
Okay,
this is
Toaster,
okay.
you need to get off, buddy.
But your legs are warm.
A little too warm, that's why he needs to get off.
Toaster wants a toasty.
Toaster wants a toaster. Hmm. Okay.
On a completely different topic, you know how you know what a mythical Pokemon is, right?
Yeah, like Ho-Oh.
That's a legendary.
Celebi?
Celebi is a mythical, yeah. You know the difference between legendary and mythical?
No.
Okay. So legendary are usually the box art legendaries and other Pokemon that are legendary in the game. The mythicals are only ever acquirable via events or bugs, I guess. In the case of Mew in the first generation. So, for example, Celebi was only available via one event,
Okay.
and there was no in-game way to get it otherwise, besides cheating, of course.
Right.
Same with Jirachi and Deoxys, though Deoxys, for example, is acquirable in the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire.
Okay.
Because they added it to the game. It's still a mythical because it started as mythical. It doesn't change what it is. Yeah. So in older games, there used to be an event that actually triggered something or added something to the game too. Or like you could get to a location you couldn't get otherwise. And as of kind of Generation 5, not 5, yeah, 5. The 5 was still the last one where there were at least small events around the Pokemon. Like, you know, Victini? That was an event one.
Right.
Like, you wouldn't get to that area otherwise. To Liberty Garden. That was like a small event still to catch it, and you had to do stuff. Meloaptor, for example, I think you just got it, and the only thing you could do is take it to a specific spot, like a cafe shop, coffee shop, and then there's one guy that plays some music, and then your Meloaptor dances and learns a move. That was like the minimum you could do with an event Pokemon at that time.
Right.
And before that were like literal, like Victini, there were like small or bigger areas that had some kind of story around the mythical. Then 6th generation XY, and then 7th generation Sun Moon and Sword Shield. Event Pokemon were just distributions. There was no, and I mean no story, no dialogue, no nothing.
That's
okay,
fun.
the guy that gave you the Pokemon, like, do you remember how in some games you could have like some what's it called, a mailman in the in Pokemon Center or like the Pokemart, and he just gave you something?
Yeah.
Yeah, those kinds of events. That was it. And now with Scarlet Violet, they added a mythical again with story. The problem is, it's locked behind the DLC.
Oh, that's not fun.
Like, you can get the item to trigger the event, even if you don't have the DLC, so in case it's time limited in theory, you can still get it later if you buy the DLC later. But the area to trigger the, or like the whole story plot of the mythical plays in a whole area you can only access with the DLC.
Right.
Like, imagine you play Gold and Silver and you can only go to Kanto if you buy the DLC.
That's not fun.
And then you get the GS Ball for Celebi and have to go to Kanto to trigger the Celebi story plot. So they made one step forward and one step back. To be fair, lore-wise, it makes sense that it plays in the DLC area, but gameplay-wise, it's
Sucks.
not gameplay-wise. For people, it sucks. There's gonna be so many cheated ones of them. It's just getting traded around probably
Yeah.
because people don't want to buy a DLC for $35 to get some Pokemon.
That makes sense.
Let me count.
What
4 legendaries in the first one. Then 5 legendaries in the second one. Though 4 of them are version exclusives, like 2 and 2.
Uh-huh.
And then there's 1 mythical. So, and there's 3 new evolutions. So
I keep on being told that you're online.
Really?
Yeah, it keeps on telling me Dragon Masters Online. Dragon Masters Online.
Just a reminder, I'm in your world. Yeah, so 13 new Pokemon. 13.
For 30 something dollars.
$35. To be
$35.
fair, you get 2 new regions. Well, smaller regions, but regions. And they have their own Pokedex.
I don't think that's worth $35 to be honest
No,
with
I'm
you.
just saying it's not like, okay, you get the 30 Pokemon and nothing else into the game. There's actually stuff there, yeah. But it's not worth 35 in my opinion either. Like, the DLC is better than what Sword and Shield had, DLC wise, which is a low bar because that's the first one with DLC, so yeah. And the DLC sure looks interesting, but not $35. And to be fair, this would be what usually is in the third edition of a game. So if you say Ruby and Sapphire had Emerald with new stuff, and then you paid back then, what did Ruby Sapphire cost? 40, I think?
Something like that.
Yeah, so you would pay another $40 to get Emerald, play more or less the same game again with slightly adjusted story, and then have some new parts towards the end.
They've always been good at fleecing people out of their money, haven't they?
I mean, back then there was no, okay, let's update the game.
Yeah.
It made more sense. Now we at least now they sell that part as DLC for less money, but at the same time it's like it's DLC, it feels weird. DLC always feels weird.
Yeah.
It's not free DLC. But at that point it's an update and not a DLC in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a weird situation. Although my problem at least is since they had like the main region is Paldea, which has 400 Pokemon. Then they add Kitakami as a new region with the first DLC. Both DLCs are 35 in total, by the way, not each. You buy the season pass for 35 basically, and there's no option to buy them separately. Yeah, so Kitakami has 200 Pokemon, I think. But of those 200, less than half are Pokemon you could catch in the Paldea region already. And the same thing for the Blueberry Academy region. Yes, that's a whole region.
Blueberry Academy?
Yeah, the thing is you're a student in, depending on your game, Orange Academy or Grape Academy.
Okay.
And Blueberry Academy is then the third one that you go to in the DLC. Which is a whole underwater biome. Well, they have like a glass, not ball, but you know what I mean, right? Like half a sphere, but flatter.
Dome?
Yeah, like they have a flat dome, a bit flattened dome, and it's mostly underwater. And there's like 4 different biomes, like the snowy biome and like unnatural recreated biomes, basically. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, totally.
if you would make a dome and build 4 biomes under there, and those have 200 Pokemon again, and all of the starters are in there, I think, except for the new ones, of course. But all the other generation starters are in there. And then other returning Pokemon and Pokemon from the Paldea region, so you might get in total like between 200 and 300 really new Pokemon.
How many
Well,
blocks?
okay, and then all the returning legendaries, so probably another 50 on top of that. Does he want out of the room? Is that the
Yeah,
one
he
current?
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't let him because the roofer guy is fixing the interior of our roof.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say if it's good, there's 350 Pokemon you wouldn't have in the base game, or at least not without trading. So that with the 400 from the main game, you have oops, not multiplied. You would have 750, and you only have 32 boxes. Yeah, 32 boxes with 30 Pokemon in each, which is 960 Pokemon, which sounds fine at first, but if you try living decks with forms, like I have a living deck with noticeable forms, so for example, not if they are just slightly longer ears when they are female or stuff like that, but if the whole model changes or like the color changes completely. And with that, there's like around 500 in the base game already. Basically, my point is you're cutting it really close to have all the Pokemon in there.
Right, yeah.
Which would require you to buy Pokemon Home to store your Pokemon in there. Which at the cheapest is $18 a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not even play that game then.
Pokemon Home. Like just $18 a year to have an area to deposit Pokemon that don't fit in your game anymore.
I wouldn't even play that.
You don't have to buy it. It's
Yeah,
an
yeah,
option.
I'm just saying that I don't do yearly subscriptions for
Yeah,
games.
yeah. I'm just saying you would have to buy that. You also probably at that point, if you at that point buy or pay for the Nintendo Online uh, thing, which I don't even know what it costs if you don't use the family thing. Nintendo Online. Let's see.
Wow, people are getting very greedy.
Uh, compare plans. Okay, so as an individual, you pay $20 a year for the base online experience.
Sheesh.
Which include, and then there's an expansion pack which is $50 a year, which includes on top of everything else a Nintendo 64 um, emulator, a Nintendo Game Boy Advance emulator, uh, Mario Kart Deluxe Booster Course Pass, which is basically double the amount of courses and some extra characters. The DLC for Splatoon 2, the DLC for Animal Crossing, and a Sega Genesis emulator. So you get most of the emulation stuff. that's a plus.
Mm.
So most people just buy the family thing, which you can share with 8 other accounts, because that costs $35 or $80 a year,
Mhm.
which is for like the expansion pack, that's like $10 per person, which is cheaper than everyone buying it themselves, like by half. Yeah, so you would have to buy that probably. Let's say you're the only one that has it, and you buy the normal one, which is what was it? Which is $20. Then you buy the Pokemon Home thing, which is $18 if you buy it yearly. Like you can buy it monthly, like every 3 months or yearly. And yearly is the cheapest one, so $20 plus $18 plus the game itself costs 60 plus the DLC 35. And you would get to 133 euros or dollars. I think it's the same pricing. or similar ones.
Just keeps on getting worse and worse, doesn't it?
Yes, you would pay 135, out of which around 40 are yearly expenses, so you don't buy the. Yeah, you do that every year. And every year there's a Pokemon game or a DLC. Or both. Sometimes there's both. So you would yearly pay around 90 euros for a Pokemon game. And the worst part with Pokemon Home is like, since you have to pay yearly or like monthly or whatever, if you have a Pokemon there and they have no space in other games to transfer them to, they're basically being held hostage there. Which is fine if that's a box full of Rattatas, but if there's like a living dex and you can't put every Pokemon into every game since the Switch, you will have problems suddenly.
Yeah.
Which is half of the reason why people were against Dexit, which is the dex being cut to not include the national dex. So you only had the respective region dex, you don't have a national one.
Uh-huh.
Meaning you couldn't move Pokemon into that game that were not supported in that game.
Right.
Even though it's a newer generation and before, like, let's say you can't put Magikarp into Pokemon Sword because they just didn't include it.
Toaster, stop licking. Toaster! Stop
licking?
licking. My bad.
No. But it smells like you.
I do not like sleeping in slobber.
It's a waterbed.
Yeah.
After he's done with it.
After he's done with it.
But yeah,
I don't know if we're going to stick with this. There's way too many blocks here.
I'm not sure what you're.
I'm making a horse.
Oh, this is a horse.
Yeah.
What horse?
Just a random horse I found on the internet.
This looks like a stick bug at the moment.
Let's see if I can share.
Yeah, I know you're not done, by the way, but at the moment it just looks like a stick bug. You know that one, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what I said is only if you. Of course, the online fee would be across all games you play on the Switch that have online connectivity. So you wouldn't pay just 80.
Hey, Martin.
20.
It's a horse. I thought it was a turd. Thanks.
It wouldn't be just 24 Pokemon alone, but so.
Right.
And yeah, mostly the online fee is the only thing that would spread out over other games you have. Keep in mind, not everyone is gonna make a living dex with shinies and whatnot like I do.
That's fair.
916 slots is usually enough for a normal person.
Yeah.
Not normal, yes.
I'm not normal yet.
Like, I have not bought the DLC and I have no space.
How you doing, Martin? You doing well, my friend?
Like, I somehow managed with 400 base Pokemon to fill up 960 slots.
Oh.
Well, I have the living decks, then I have Pokemon with different forms, like, for example, they added a parrot that comes in 4 different colors.
So you collect every variant, is what you're saying?
Yes, and one of the Pokemon that takes up the most space or evolution line is the Floette line.
Which
You
one
know
is
that
that?
flower fairy?
Right, okay, now I know.
Yeah, it comes in white, blue, orange, yellow, and red. That's 5. And then it has 3 evolution stages, so that's 15. That's half a box for 3 Pokemon. In the...
This guy collecting everything under the sun.
Not everything. I'm not like. There's people that have like a female and a male Ivysaur, of course. The bulb is slightly differently sized or something.
I mean, I would to put it past you.
I'm not going that far. Like,
Bit tired, but
maybe
good. How about y'all?
home, yeah.
Well, I'm doing well. How about you, Dragon?
I'm doing fine. Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, maybe if I had Pokemon Home, I would be more like that, because then it shows you that there's forms you don't have. And then you might be like, okay, yeah, I have nothing else to learn. But yeah, the other problem is in that game, it's so easy to, or like relatively easy to catch shiny Pokemon. So I have 13 boxes of shinies.
Yeesh. That's a
So-
lot of shinies.
Yep. I have like 2/3 of the Paldea text in shiny. Like literally, I have 2/3 of the Pokedex as shiny. Of the
That's,
Paldea Pokedex.
that's a
Paldea
lot.
only. Which is like like 260 shinies, different ones. When I said different ones, Charizard and Charmander are different ones.
So what's making you so tired, Martin?
So the same evolution line still has different shinies. Did you send me the horse? No, you didn't.
You want me to?
Good.
Uh, then I used a pixel art converter for that.
Lord. Yeah, I can see what it was going for. So what's the result in pixel art?
What? What?
And what's the result in pixel art?
What's the site I'm using?
No, what's the result?
Result?
Yes.
I mean, it looks good far away, but zoom into the pixel art, it's like, what in the frick is this blob?
Ray,
What?
imagine someone talking about like a person. She looks good from far away, but if you get closer,
I mean, I hear that often from my dad, actually.
Ray, you look good from far away, but
But when you
you're
get close. So what kind of horse is that? So far it looks like an array of blocks sprayed hither and thither. It's supposed to be a stallion.
It's a brown horse.
Yeah, it's a brown horse. But this does not look like a good pixel art. I understand you want out, Toaster, but you're not allowed out.
Yeah. Okay, so my initial point before I went into a rant about how pricey it is. So they had an event for the Mythical now, and at least in YouTube time it's an hour long, which is good for Mythical.
Okay.
And since, I mean, you won't play it, right? Like, I can spoil the event, right?
Yeah, you can spoil it. I'm not gonna play it.
So, the Mythical, do you know what a Pecha Berry is?
Yeah.
It's the one that heals poison. So you get the mythical Petra Berry.
KingRay's now an
Which-
avatar. It's a little thing I got for people to enjoy.
So you
Unless
get the mythical Petra Berry, and that awakens the mythical Pokemon, which has the power of Poison Puppeteer. So whoever it poisons, it can control. And it poisons other people by making mochi, or in the event at least, it made mochi.
mm-hmm.
And when people ate it, they got possessed by it or like controlled by it, and they all start doing the chicken dance. Send you like a scene.
That's funny. But yeah, I got this little avatar as a redemption. Somebody redeemed it earlier, and I haven't turned it off just yet.
Also, there's emoji mochi.
What am I building? Pixel art of a horse. It's not turning out well. I mean, from far away, it's gonna look good, but up close, it looks like a mishmash of blocks. Mochi mochi.
I like how the player character bobs the head. You see it? What I mean?
What are you talking about?
When it swaps to like the behind shoulder perspective of the main character or like the player character.
Oh, I'll watch that off stream.
Their head bobs with the dance as if they hear the music. You just have to watch like 10 seconds and you get the gist.
There we go. But yeah, the reason why we're trying to build a pixel art horse is because we are attempting to build the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which in some of the pictures they add murals of animals, which makes sense for Babylon because cows, horses, goats were like the main animals for Babylon. And then I have a dog over here begging me to let him go. Like, no, you may not go. Missed out on the doggo spotlight. Bless you, my boy. And then Dragon's just over here judging every bit of me while he talks about Pokemon.
Exactly. And what's the put for the emotes?
I wish this thing would tell me. Wait a minute. There's a commands thing? What?
Is it a one block command?
It looks like it is.
So it just generates a bunch of minecarts.
Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Can you even copy it in?
I have no clue. And block. Oh, okay. And then done. Now I just put redstone on it.
Oh lord. But net lag.
We're lagging.
Yeah. I see a sand block.
I see a sand block too, but I see nothing
Oh.
else.
That's a lot of. Wait, this is a very old. Yeah, no, this is old comments.
Oh, it's 1.12.
Yeah, they have a different. You need a different one.
What about 113? Will that work?
Yep.
Okay, let's try that one.
As a but. Oh lord. I mean, it got farther.
Oh, I forgot there was a button.
How it is supposed to. That's a lot of entities. Minecart. Um, um, oh lord.
Oh, I didn't copy it all, apparently. There's two commands here.
Well,
Uh,
I'm out.
what?
I'm out.
Oh, you left.
I didn't leave your timed out.
Oh. Well, I hope you did in radius, because some of my builds do use entities like armor sands.
I did common block minecarts in a radius of 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be fine. That
You
was
have to radius.
318.
Oh no, it died.
I don't think I'm going to use this command. It might kill my thing.
Your world, yeah.
Yeah. It's too bad. Are you okay, Toaster? Stepped up on my bed halfway and just slipped right off. I feel bad laughing at him, but come on now, that's hilarious.
Did he slip on his slabber?
Yeah. That's what he gets for slobbering. You need
I'm
me
not
to
whitelisted.
not whitelisted.
No, it's fine. Yeah. I think I was an invite before.
Ah.
Yeah, I think this is gonna work out.
You don't think this horse is gonna work out?
Like, I see the horse by now, but I don't think this is gonna work statistically.
Yeah. Oh. I put that ice. Oh, that must be a cloud behind it. So how you doing, Chris Leon? You doing well? Hopefully. Teacher. You're good? I'm glad to hear. Oh. Dragon went zoomy.
Mhm.
He thinks he's a cat with the zoomies.
Mm,
Or a dog with the zoomies. Those are funny to watch. Or what about a dragon with the zoomies? What would happen if there's a dragon with the zoomies?
You just fly around. I
Chasing
just
its
hear them
tail.
break the sound barrier because they're bored.
I'm so sorry, buddy, but I can't let you out.
I mean, you can.
He'd bother the guy.
You will what?
He'd bother the guy. Toaster won't bite,
Okay.
but he will get up in his face or whatever.
He's gonna lick him.
I'll lick you.
He doesn't bite, he just licks.
I've never had him bite anyone. I've had Cyrus bite someone, but because that idiot was enticing him. Like, so, you know how the water company goes out to look at your meter for charging, right?
Yep.
Well, usually you'd expect them to come up to your house, knock, 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 I need to inside your backyard, but you have a dog there. Well, this idiot decided to completely ignore that, go into the backyard without us knowing, and my dog was back there. He takes a stick and starts poking my dog.
Like, I would have gotten it if he had thrown the stick to like play, like get him away to play or something.
Nope, he started poking my dog.
Okay, if I poke him and he's aggressive, then I shouldn't continue.
You would think, yeah.
No, the logic was he's poking it, and if the poking already makes it aggressive, then he shouldn't continue working here.
That was the only reason why Cyrus bit him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, self-defense.
The guy tried to make it sound like we're bad owners, too.
I have to be quiet now, by the way.
Okay. Stop whining, dragon. Oh, wait, that's Toaster. Oh, that's a different color. Nah, it doesn't. Trying to get there. Trying to finish this. This. Dragon went into Zen mode. I'm on the way. Now I'm posting Zen on the stream. Oh, somewhere I made a mistake. Oh, just do something like that. Okay, now for the tell, finally. Would you be surprised if you guys in stream can hear a toaster whining? Oh, okay. That's that. Excuse me. Okay, well, since Mr. Dragon has to go into Zen mode, let's put some non-copyright music back up. I can totally speak English. Whatever that is. Haunts. All the haunts. And where am I? Oh, that's black concrete. Oh. What's this? Oh, that's terrifying. Okay. Purple. Brown. Another brick. Diamond. Terracotta. And that. Well, that's the entire horse. Oh, I made a mistake at the back. Okay, sponge. Yellow. Okay. There's the horse. I actually think this terracotta does not go there. Well, It looks decent far away. Like, really far away.
Empty hearts and neon lights.
Looks like it has a saddle on it too, doesn't it?
Feels the night. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell
Well then,
just to find someone.
what do you suggest we do, Dragon? Because this is not going to look good up close. Simplify it. Alright. Color-wise, right. Can I do like a replace blocks? Because that's a lot of blocks to replace. Replace existing? Is that what it is? Maybe solid? Replace solid. Let's start with, let's just turn it brown for now. Well, that's cool. Okay. What are you looking at me like that? He slowly looks at me. What did you do? Its main feet and tail is black. It looks like he's going mwah, 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 mwah. He was an ordinary boy. It looks like his tongue is sticking out now. Oh my lord. Oh man, that's great. Oh. No. I'm sorry, Toaster, but I can't help you. Are you adding shading to it? Okay. Oh, we can't forget the ear. This horse is too hot to trot. I think Dragon understands shading better than I do when it comes to pixel art. What's up with this part here? This leg is a back leg here. Okay, I see it now. Never mind. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll learn something from watching Dragon here. Just winging it. Fair enough. Might have to make the wall a little bit taller to make concessions for a buffering from the top and bottom. Yeah, that change looks better. Hello, Toaster. No wonder. That looks better in my opinion. Oh. Oh, I say you used two different blocks there, okay. I mean, it's not a bad looking horse. Dang, he's really getting into the color. Trying to understand the spots you put just above the black parts of the leg. Transition. Alright. That would be the creepiest horse ever. That's derpy as heck. Alright, let's see here. I want at least 2 off the bottom. And then 3 from the side. Or maybe it doesn't have to be taller. Let's see, huh? But that's not bad. And then make it 3. 1, 2, 3. There. Cross like this. What? Oh, buffer. Oh, it should have been. Well, crap, I made a mistake. Okay, So 2. Oh wait, yeah, you can use that move tool. Forgot about that. Needs to be over one more. Yep, that's good. Um, Trying to figure out where the. Okay, so from here to here, move. I'm gonna move this horse real quick. All right. And the wool, of course, is a temporary thing. I like to outline the back walls. This. It's just my build style. Oh, what's going on there? It really doesn't look too bad. So the images that we're both looking at. Oh, sent me a lot of stuff there. There's a blue background there. I think a lot of our blue is too blue is the problem. too flat too. We don't have a baby blue. Well, not really a baby blue, but yeah. I don't know. Keep in mind, we are using colors Amiro used one material. We are currently using colors Amiro used one material. We are currently using colors Amiro's use one material. Arrows are all yellow, ours is brown. That's fair. I just feel like it's too blue, you know? Like a whitewashed blue would be something better, but we don't really have that as a problem. Wait, try light blue terracotta. No, I don't like the streaks on that one. Cyan terracotta? It's a lot more tame, but it doesn't really look blue either. Yeah, it's gray. Let's go back to light blue terracotta. And perhaps we could add in something to look like it's bricked. No, that would look like a tic-tac-toe board if we did it that way. What in the world is that? Oh, those are shulker boxes. I kind of like the swirly thing for it. Yeah, I like this one quite a bit more. Oh my lord! Like, it's not super intrusive far away. Oh. And close up, it's not too intrusive either. It looks good, in my opinion. The swirlies. My only issue is the top parts here. No, that has the same feel as that water one. What's I call it? Prismarine. No, No. What is that? Oh. Oh. Stripped. Okay. Yeah, so far I think this is the best one. Ice now. I need to start calling it a stream though. It was fun building and talking with you, Dragon. Oh gosh, I just realized something. When you go far away, the shulker boxes despawn. If you could keep them hydrated, that might work. I'm not sure. Alright, well, if you lords and ladies enjoyed this stream and haven't followed yet, please follow. I'd very much appreciate it. If you don't know me, I'm KingRayRay. Stream Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time on both Twitch and YouTube. A variety of games. Minecraft, Warframe, Bloons TD6, Yu-Gi-Oh! Are just a few of the games I enjoy playing. I will catch you, lords and ladies, next week. We're not going to be raiding, so bye-bye now and enjoy the rest of your day.
They say I'm living in my own reality, throwing everything that bites me, even my knee. I wanna sit back and set myself free, set myself free, set myself free. Losing their ego and all that they see. Engineered acts, no clothes on TV, leaving everything that hits me. Do you see what I see? Oh, and it's a bit cold. We live in a sick world.